Hey guys, welcome in to the Bloody and Sutty show, as it says in the description. Now with more bloody and more Sutty. I, for Sutty Smash, 10%. Was it 10% or 20?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Let's say 10. Let's call it 10.
Say 10. 10% more.
10% more bloody and Sutty. I'm Sutty Smash.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is a hetero life mate.
Bloody the elf.
That way.
Yes. I feel like you caught me doing something wrong. I'm like, hey guys, welcome to the show for jackasses, by jackasses, with jackasses, spawning further jackassery. The true cause.
Every inch counts.
Reagan's Say No to Drugs campaign. Welcome, friends and foes alike. We got a great show for you tonight. Tonight,
we do.
We're going to talk a little bit about the new Suicide Squad because we're fucking on it.
Yeah,
they were like,
it came out 2 weeks ago.
Right at the pinnacle, the cusp of what's new and exciting in the world of cinema and cinematography, and we're like, hey, we're on it. I don't know who we're having this conversation with, but we were. And I feel like
we're
really holding up our end of the bargain.
Yep. Agree. Wholeheartedly. So yeah, we're going to talk about Suicide Squad. It's a couple weeks late. I got into why that happened. Bloody. I talked about it before you got here. Talked about my whole sitch here in this space. But we're also going to get into some This Week in Dumb. I love that. I got a really good
one. You got a banger for that?
I got a banger.
All right, then I'll go first because I don't want to have to follow it.
Okay, good. You don't want to. You don't want to follow this one. And then we're gonna go into Rotten Tomatoes game, which Bloody has some movies loaded up for me. There it is. And then we're gonna play some fucking Green Hell, and I'm pretty confident we're like a cunt hair shy. We're a cunt hair shy of finishing it. Like, if you look down at your cunt, measure one of those hairs.
That's gross.
That's how close.
You say that.
It's such a good unit of measurement. I'm never gonna change it. Is the thing?
Can it be any other kind? Can it be why is it? Can it just be like a pube?
All right. An anus hair shy. We are an anus hair shy.
What stuff shy?
Mumbles is like stretched or unstretched. Does it matter?
It's a fair question. It's fair.
I feel like hair though. Hair is fairly.
Hair doesn't get thin.
It's static. It's a static. Like whether your cunt is stretched or unstretched. It's just like, I guess we're going this way then. This is, like, we're this big all the time. It's just where we sit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's like, well, anus hair can range drastically. Yeah, but not in thickness. Not in like circumference.
Not in length. We're talking about girth.
We're starting a whole conversation here. It's all good. And it's like, well, what if you have thick hair? It's like,
hey man, that's fine.
That's great, but it's not that big of a difference. It's still like,
you're still this.
You're still like this, but with a margin of error, like a small margin of error.
Yeah.
That's the point. Is it's that close, right. Or give or take some. It's still a difference. It is.
Yeah, man. But hey, how about that Suicide Squad? Huh?
Hey, man. How about the Suicide Squad? You watched it. How'd you like it? Let me hear your thoughts.
Are you ready for this? Ready? I love Idris Elba in this film.
I love Idris Elba, period.
Yeah, just
that
in general.
On record.
Him as a person. Listen, I am as heterosexual as it possibly can be, but I have a strong man crush on Idris Elba, for sure.
My next son is going to be named Idris.
And then I'm going to name mine Elba. And they will play.
Perfect.
And we'll say Idris Elba.
Yes. There it is.
Ugh, I just need to find myself a lady doing pregnant. But that's fine. And then I loved Margot Robbie. Like, she was great.
Constantly. Everything.
She's
so good. She's so good.
She is no one else could be as she is to Harley Quinn as Robert Downey Jr. is to Iron Man.
Absolutely. 100%. Yes,
like,
agree.
You cannot see her and him as any other characters anymore. Like, that is who they are. Like,
she's perfect as Harley Quinn.
She's wonderful. She plays crazy so well. That being said, everyone else is a solid.
Forgettable. Yeah. They were
bad. They were really good.
Did you watch the first Suicide Squad though?
Yes. It was a tragedy.
It was really, really bad. It was very okay. It was really funny to see Boomerang die in the beginning because it made it all the way through the first Suicide Squad, and then they're just like, oh, he's dead. He died. He died. Also, there are going to be spoilers because it's been out a couple weeks, and I feel like to be able to...
I feel like if you're going to watch it, you would have seen it by now.
Yeah. To be able to judge and talk about this movie with any sort of... there's a word for it. Can't think of it. But objectively, like, spoilers have to be told in order for you to understand why. I loved it hands down. Like the shark god hilarious. Like, very clearly the comic relief of the film. I liked him a lot.
I laughed. I thought the movie was funny.
Yeah,
it was what it was supposed to be. Most of the jokes landed, if not all of them.
The fact that they casted Nathan Fillion in a throwaway character made me laugh quite a bit.
Yeah, that's always good.
But the like big enemy that they had was solid. The comic relief that they had was fantastic. The action sequences were very good.
Yeah.
And Margot Robbie 100% stole the show. Like,
oh yeah. Not even
100%. Yeah. There was
a Margot Robbie film. Like, this was.
Yeah. It was the Birds of Prey sequel. Like, I don't know if you saw Birds of Prey, but it was the Birds of Prey sequel. It's very good. You should watch it. It was great. But it was the Birds of Prey sequel, and she killed it. She was amazing. And like, John Cena in there was perfect for the role that he played in the very fucking elitist fucking this is what I do. I follow orders, and this is like very militant fucking anti-hero.
I actually kind of wanted to. I did want to talk about John Cena real quick. I think that an interesting thing that I noticed was the guys that come out of wrestling are strangely good actors. I mean, granted,
some of them, yes.
We have like The Rock, who's arguably one of the best in the field now.
I don't think that he's a great actor. I think he's funny. He's a very good comedic presence. I would say Dave Bautista is a better actor than The Rock is. Because I don't know if you saw the new Cyberpunk movie that Dave Bautista's in. It's very fucking tragic. Like, his role in it is really fucking sad. And
actually, I
like,
haven't seen it.
Watching him play through that, it's a fucking 3-minute cameo. It's a glorified cameo for Dave Bautista. But him playing through it, he's basically a replicant that gets caught after a long lifetime of being a replicant, and then he gets killed. And it's like, like, watch that one. Hit in the gut. It's like, ooh, god damn. That was like, but he does such a good job with it. So I mean, but yes, I don't disagree. Like, a lot of actors are very good. And John Cena is very good at the comedic shit. Yeah. The
like
wrestling.
the wrestling people are all like, maybe it also too is that you have such low expectations that like they exceed those. Then you're like, oh, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's very possible.
I like it. So no, I was a big fan of John Cena, and he was good in that movie with what's her nuts, the blonde stand-up comic. She is
Train Wreck.
Yeah, what was her name? The actress, blonde actress, the comedian.
Chubby face.
Yes.
I don't remember.
People at home are probably
she has a show with her husband, her now husband, who is an autistic chef. God damn it. Rowdy Piper was in some epic movies as well. Yes, absolutely. So yes, he was. Them was a good callback to that. The fuck is her name? Amy Schumer.
Anyway, Suicide Squad. I thought it was. Here's the thing. It's still the Suicide Squad that they struggle with
putting together a story.
DC's problem? Why?
It's putting together a story. They here's the thing. Marvel did such a good job spanning an entire fucking saga, right? And DC started okay, and then when they saw how well Marvel was doing, they overcorrected a lot to their detriment, and then they've been stumbling ever since to try to piece together what Marvel has already done very coherently. I saw this meme a long time ago where it was like a big poster board of Marvel, or like, this is phase 1, this is 2 and 3 and 4, and then DC is like, let's put everybody in a blender and hit fucking frappe, like,
yeah.
And that's exactly that's exactly right. It's 100% accurate with what DC does. And there's a lot of good source material for DC, and it's just frustrating that they try to overcorrect and try to copy what Marvel's doing. It's just like, soak up the fucking source material for what DC has, because there's a lot there. Like, as a comic book fan from when I was a kid, there's a lot in DC that they can expand upon and build on, and they just don't, because they're trying to duplicate the formula that Kevin Feige has with Marvel, and it's not going to work that way. You have to build your own story, like build your own fucking saga to this grandiose fucking battle, and then build upon that. That's what comic books have done for fucking 100 years, like literally 100 years. That's what comic books have done. So it's just drawing from that source material, putting a modern spin on it, and then that's literally all you have to do. It's just, for some reason, DC finds it difficult. But I don't know. But that being said, Suicide Squad, the new one, very good. I had a blast. It was very much better than the original. Will Smith didn't come back in it, but a lot of people did.
Politely said, "Nah, fam."
Yeah, but it was very fun. I enjoyed it immensely. The guy from Pitch Perfect 3 was in it, the German dude. So if you want to see that with Lance and shit, he was in it. A lot of fun. It was so good. It was very fun. Like, it's a very fun movie. Even if you're not a DC fan, like, if you watch it and see it all go down, you're like, oh man, this is a good time. You'll have a blast with it. So definitely watch it.
Love it.
I think it's like 6.7 or 7, or 60 or 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's fresh. But it's a lot of. It's probably 7, like 70. So like right on par with what it is. I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed it a lot. The other guy who plays, it's not Randall Flagg, but Colonel Flagg or whatever. Like the guy from, I enjoy almost everything that he's in. The RoboCop remake that he did, fucking the Netflix show where he was a detective. Like everything that dude is in, I enjoy a lot. So I mean, it's biased for sure.
I thought it was funny. I didn't have the same connection you did. I gave it a 5 out of 10. I didn't think it was as good as you.
All right,
That's
well,
okay.
fuck you then.
Your movie's bad and you should feel bad. I wanted more out of each character performance.
Oh no, agree wholeheartedly. But
I don't think it was enough for Idris and.
Oh no, Idris was very much downplayed in the whole of the thing.
It was funny. It was good, not great. And I think that might be. I don't know if that's the biggest insult you can give a movie. Where
no, I think that's the biggest struggle for DC as a universe, because Marvel has a whole cinematic universe, right? And I think DC has that same, is trying to build that same universe. And I think where Marvel is great in that they expand and expand and expand.
Stop.
DC is DC is the very much opposite. It's it's good. What you're doing is okay, but it's not amazing.
Stop trying to make things bigger than they are, and let's just go ahead and ride out with what you got and call it a day.
You know what's funny
Weasel
is
was funny. I like the Weasel.
Weasel was hilarious. My kids.
Did you see the thing at the
end credits? Yeah, where he got up, he's like, okay.
Yeah, he was all fucked up.
But my kids came here a few weeks back, and we watched Brightburn. Did you ever watch that?
Oh, that's the one where the Superman's a bad guy.
Yeah. Very good. Well, fuck off. Did you really not? You should. It's very good. That posed a lot of questions for the whole DC side of things, and it wasn't just at the end you find out it wasn't just Superman that might have been a bad guy. They talked about horror stories of Wonder Woman and Aquaman and the Flash and shit. So it's posing good guys as a bad guy in the DC universe, and that was honestly more engaging than anything the DC universe has built up. I don't remember what my point to that was, but good.
I'm sure you had one. Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep this train rolling.
Move it on.
Let's visit to
This Week in Dumb.
This Week in Dumb. Yes, sir. Let me pull up my story here.
Do it.
All right.
Okay.
I love your stupid COVID stories of people doing shit eating and drinking and wiping things on them that aren't supposed to be eaten or drank, like pee or cramming
that's the best
up your ass.
Yeah.
There's so many. But now the saga continues with "You're not a cow." The FDA begs Americans doesn't ask, begs Americans to stop taking drugs meant for livestock as COVID-19 remedy.
Good.
Folks, there's no remedy. Just fucking wait it out. But the story coming in from Toronto, the Canadians making us look bad again. The U.S. Food and Drug Association has issued a plea for Americans to stop taking a drug often used as a dewormer in livestock as a method to treat and prevent COVID-19.
Basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing.
You're not a horse. You're not a cow. Seriously, y'all stop it, says the government agency.
Verbatim.
Yeah, it's a quote. The quip was followed by a link to a frequently asked questions page and an explainer on the dangers of humans ingesting ivermectin. It's a, like they said earlier, it's a dewormer for livestock. So these pills that are not small are designed to wipe out parasites within huge animals, and it is extremely dangerous for They said
Yeah,
that
don't do
at
that.
the 70, at least 70% of the recent calls have been related to the ingestion of livestock or animal formulation of Invectin purchased at a livestock supply center. So you don't even have to get like a vet to give this shit to you.
A prescription.
You can
You're just like,
this.
hey,
You just buy it.
I need this.
And
it's like Mexico.
one's already been hospitalized. Mississippi has the highest rate, of course.
Because of
followed
course
up
they
by
do. Yeah.
Alabama. And
South.
also they are
Louisiana.
tied for the lowest vaccination rates. So
Weird.
hey everybody.
Weird.
Don't be stupid. Next up.
Good. I like that. This one, rapper Soulja Boy claims he owns Atari. Atari disagrees.
What?
So, original story, the saga of Soulja Boy. Back in 2018, the rapper apparently attracted the legal attention of Nintendo for selling knockoff game consoles, which came preloaded with hundreds of unlicensed ROMs. But despite having to take his own side down and boss up, Soulja Boy has since returned to the fray with similarly dodgy devices, including his most recent effort for the TRDR Pocket, which is in fact based on an existing handheld called the Retroid Pocket. As if getting his hands dirty with low-cost emulation devices wasn't enough, the rapper, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, is now claiming that he owns one of the most famous brands in the world of video games, which is Atari. He said, quote, "They signed me to a deal at Atari. Big shout out to Atari, the whole staff. I'm about to revamp the company. We're going to take Atari to the next level. I am now the owner of Atari. I own the video game company Atari. They was real proud of me and what I did with Soulja Boy game console. You know what I'm saying. I blew Soulja Boy game up. We about to sell the company for like, what was it, 100? I think I'm gonna get 140 million. I'm finally getting 140 million from Soulja Boy Games." So Atari reached out and I just signed a deal with Atari. I signed 2 deals with Atari. I'm the owner. The first rapper to own a video game company. We're gonna take it to the next level, just like we did with Soulja Boy Game. Atari's Twitter account debunked the claim almost instantly, pointing out that Wade Rosen is still the CEO of the firm. And their tweet said, and I quote, "We know that the CEO of Atari is a dream job, but that honor belongs to Wade Rosen." And that's it. The Soulja Boy.
My question is, why does he think this? And is it possible? Is it just so possible that like someone told him, like, "Hey man, I just got this from Atari, sign it."
Well, I don't know about like
Like,
posses. You know, like posses are a thing,
Yeah.
and there's the whole what's it called? Mentality.
Yeah,
There's a thing.
maybe
like,
his Gata was the one who did it.
It's the
My dick sucks.
it's what's it called though? The mentality, like the group mentality, or the you know what I mean?
Talking about like
My God. We're around a lot of people who think the same thing. Goddamn.
That's,
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name.
Group mentality.
We'll put it
Mob
right
mentality?
here. Yes.
Mob mentality.
Mob mentality. Mob mentality. Mob mentality is that he probably has a posse around him who's like, "Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. They're gonna do that for show." You know, like there's probably a lot of that around him.
Like, I'm assuming he probably has a business manager that told him this is what was happening, or he's real fucking high.
Probably one of those things. I don't think he has a business manager that told him that was happening, because it definitely 100% was not happening. Like, Atari made it very clear. It's like
he gets like paid for like
maybe he's
I don't know.
Maybe he's a pathological liar and he just thinks he's gonna get away with these things because he's famous.
That's possible
you know?
too. Yeah. Maybe.
And that's a very possible thing. It's like, yeah, I own Atari, and Atari's like, no, you don't. Yeah.
I just want Atari to sink now into nothing, like nothing left. You have nothing left.
He doesn't like. There's a like Twitter video. He doesn't look like he has a lot left.
You want to guess what the Soulja Boy net worth is?
I'm gonna say 2 million.
The 2?
Yeah, 2.
As of 2021, he was born in 1990, so that makes him 31. He's worth $30 million.
What?
$3 million.
Fuck, I want to be worth $2 million. I'd take my low end on that. That's fucking insane. Can you imagine being worth $31 million at 31?
I can't.
Like I'm 5 years removed from 31, and it's like I'm an idiot. I'm still an idiot.
In the black. I think I'm not worth literally anything. I'm worth that.
Yeah. When I bought my house and they're like, "Here's your worth," I was like, "Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. I even tried.
Sure that's it?
Like I shouldn't have even tried. I'm sorry for wasting your time."
Let's do the Rotten Tomatoes game.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So this week, because of our conversation about in the Suicide Squad, this week is an Idris Elba themed Rotten Tomatoes game.
Oh, good. All right.
So it's only movies that have starred him. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean he was the lead or anything like that. Maybe even had a small role.
Yeah.
But he was in it. So let's start with your first film.
Yes.
When the Dark Elves attempt to plunge the universe into darkness, Thor must embark on a perilous and personal journey that will reunite him with Dr. Jane Foster. Directed by Alan Taylor, starring Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and of course Idris Elba from 2013. Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, I thought Ragnarok. All right, Dark World. So Dark World
second in the franchise.
Yeah. Dark World was not seen as well as the rest of the franchise. Like Thor was great. Ragnarok was received greatly. The Dark World, not as much. But it's Marvel. So Marvel is, as we established earlier, I think, pretty much the best. So I'm going to say fresh still, 73%.
73%.
Yeah.
Not a bad guess, my man. This one is fresh, barely so, and not certified at 66%. So you're gonna gain
9,
marginal
8,
number.
8, 7. I got there. Math.
So at around the 26-minute mark on in this movie, the scene where Dr. Jane Foster slaps Thor had to be shot several times because Natalie Portman kept fake slapping Chris Hemsworth to avoid hurting him. By about the 30th take, though, she started slapping him for real. And then later, at an hour and 2 minutes in, when Dr. Jane Foster first meets Loki and has to punch him, Portman actually did punch him. And this time around, it only took 5 takes.
You know, that makes sense.
All right. A little tired of that. Next film. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure you've seen this one, but I am a fan of this film. A CIA Special Forces team is betrayed and left for dead by their superiors, galvanizing them to mount an offensive against the CIA. This was directed by Sylvain White, starring Idris Elba, Zoe Saldana, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Chris Evans.
A glorious man Jeffrey Dean Morgan is.
From 2010, The Losers.
I don't know that I ever saw The Losers, honestly.
Ooh, it's a good one. Another comic book film.
Is it really? What like Marvel, DC?
I don't know.
You know?
I do not.
Okay.
I can find out.
If you don't mind. And it might not be either, because those are just the two heavy hitters, you know? Like The Boys isn't either of those. It's just really good. And Lolita, it's 8675309, not 5675309.
It is.
You were very close.
DC.
DC? Okay. I'm gonna say
With that cast one more time.
yes, please.
Idris Elba, Zoe Saldana, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Chris Evans.
2 out of 3 of those are in Marvel now.
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4? Oh shit, Idris Elba. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's fucking what's his face. God damn it. Okay,
What's his face?
so yeah, Hammerfell or whatever the fuck his name is. Heimdall. That's his name. I'm gonna
Chris.
say Steven with PH.
Cut the shit,
I'm gonna
Steve. Get your post.
I'm gonna say it's fresh, but just barely. I'm gonna say, actually no, I lied. I'm gonna say it's rotten at like 57. Yeah, 57%.
Good catch, man. We know the rule. If it's DC, it's not received well.
Yeah.
This one is rotten at 48%. So
Oh man.
another
That's rough.
9 on that one.
Yeah, that's rough.
And we'll just move on.
Okay.
Next film.
It's an interesting fact.
There's a scene
What's that
where
film?
the villain and his lieutenant are standing in a huge satellite cradle.
Yeah.
And it's actually the same one from 1995's Goldeneye.
That's interesting. It's fun.
One, I think, in Central America. I can't remember.
Pierce
the name of the
Brosnan.
country.
Yeah. It's around that time frame.
Next film.
Yep.
6 months after the Rage virus was inflicted on the population of Great Britain,
yes.
the U.S. Army helps secure a small area of London for the survivors to repopulate and start again. But not everything goes according to plan.
No, it
This
does
is
not.
directed by Juan Carlos Fresnedillo, starring Jeremy Renner, Rose Byrne, who I love, and Idris Elba.
Love Rose Byrne.
2007, 28 weeks later.
Dude, I love the first one, like, endlessly. I watch it.
Can I tell you
I
this?
try to watch it
I
annually. Yeah.
like 28 weeks better than 28 days.
You really?
I do.
I am the
like it better
opposite.
than the
I
original.
like 28 days better than 28 weeks.
You know why? That fucking English prick that's in the first one, I don't like him. Like, I don't like
The
his
first-
face.
Killian Murphy?
Whatever his
That's his
name.
name. That's his name, Killian Murphy. I get
I
that.
don't like him. Something
But I
about
like
him
the,
was ass.
but I like the story he has behind him in the first one, and I don't feel that anybody in the second one has it as much. It builds. It builds because it's a guy who was dead, who was in a coma, and he wakes up and he's like, oh, running zombies. I guess I should do something. And 28 weeks later, it's like, this is a thing that's happening. Everybody knows about it. This is what we're doing about it. You know what I mean?
Jeremy Renner, bro. Rose Byrne, bro.
Fucking Hawkeye. And Rose Byrne is underrated as a just
Super underrated.
Oh, she's beautiful. Rose Byrne. There's a new movie. There's
on this mouse right now.
There's a new show on Apple TV called Physical, where she is like an aerobics instructor from the 80s that like revolutionized aerobics VHS. Perfect. She also has an eating disorder, but not what makes you attracted to her. The rest. The substance.
28 weeks later, what say you, bro?
Beautiful. 28 weeks later, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say fresh.
Cricket it.
Sorry. Fresh 68%, because I feel like a lot of people agree with you.
You know what's funny is you are having a great game. This one
Come
is
on now.
fresh and at 71%.
Yep. I love that.
Yep. When Danny Boyle, that's like the writer, with Alex Garland and Andrew McDonald. All three of those are the ones who wrote 28 Days Later. They started to conceptualize 28 Weeks Later. Their initial idea was to do 29 Days Later, possibly using the characters of Jim, Selena, and Hannah from the first film. This idea was dropped in favor of doing a film set within the time frame of 28 weeks later, focusing on a SAS team sent into London to retrieve the Prime Minister or the Queen. Then finally, it was just suggested to set the film some time after the events of the initial film and to deal with the impact rage had on society in general. What was that?
I feel like that was good. That was a good move.
It was.
Because I did really enjoy it a lot. Because it's an average Joe's interpretation. Because if you remember the beginning, the main dude ended up just leaving his wife and kids and was like, nope, I'm out. And then seeing him half an hour later into the movie. It's like, ooh, how was that reunion? Not great, I trust.
Subpar.
Yeah.
Next film. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
The crew of the USS Enterprise explores the furthest reaches of uncharted space where they encounter a new ruthless enemy who puts them and everything the Federation stands for to the test. It was directed by Justin Lin, starring Chris Pine, Simon Pegg, and Idris Elba from 2016 Star Trek Beyond.
Beyond? That one I never actually saw.
I'm sorry, buddy. That's a good one. All the new Star Trek movies, watch all of them. They're great.
I watched the first two.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the third one though. Well, the chick with the weird eyes.
Yeah, you saw the third one too. Then, if you saw the first two,
I didn't know.
but you kind of did.
But you kind of did. All right. Where
Very part of the
Benedict
course.
Cumberbatch was Khan, and that was fun. Khan. I did like the switcheroo they did there, where it was Spock instead of Captain Kirk. I don't know. Star Trek's always like they get a lot of backing to them, so I'm gonna say this is fresh. I don't know if it's certified, but I'm gonna say 91%.
Yeah. Good job, man. This one is certified. First certified fresh film of the night.
Oh, all right.
91%. So you're gonna gain 5 on that one.
Take it.
Did you remember the guy, Anton Yelchin?
Yes, I remember him explicitly.
When he died,
He got
remember
killed.
that?
He got killed by his own Jeep. Yeah.
Yeah. So after production of the film was completed and a month after the film's release, Anton Yelchin died in a freak vehicle accident. His own 2015 Jeep Cherokee was not
Pinned him
in
against his
park,
gate.
and it rolled backwards and killed him.
Yep. I remember that specifically. He was very good too. Like he was
great.
He was in Star Trek. He was in what was that movie where he got kidnapped as a kid and he didn't know it. And then his brother was like this martial arts kid. Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, that was a big like freak thing. That was. I remember when he died. I'm like, get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Really?
Alpha Dog, and Odd Thomas.
Yeah, that was so hard.
No,
to
like
watch.
there were so many good movies that he was in, and he did such a good job
that
in
movie gave
all
me
of
chills.
them. Alpha Dog, yeah, it was rough, and the fact that it was based off of a real thing, it's like, ooh,
makes sense.
okay, all right, but no, Anton Yelchin, too early, taken too early, you know. I mean, anybody at his age was, because he was what, fucking 20,
his parents
20 something. Yeah, he was.
His parents sued the fuck out of Jeep.
Yeah, as they should have. But fuck, man, like he had a promising,
not made shitty
he had a
cars.
very promising career because he was from fucking California and he did a Russian accent like it was the thing to do in Star Trek. Like, definitely that's not all that he was, but he did a good fucking job.
Flintstown says that you could go in regards to the Star Trek Insurrection. There's a scene in that where they left the green screen in because they went over.
Did they really? That's good.
It's okay, it was still a badass movie. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. All right, your last film.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what did you say for Star Trek was 91?
Yeah.
And you gained 5.
Okay.
Your last film.
I'm not doing bad, man.
This is a pretty good game for you. A former Christian missionary who specializes in debunking religious phenomena investigates a small town which seems to be suffering from the 10 biblical plagues. This one was directed by Stephen Hopkins, of course, starring Idris Elba, David Morrissey, and the is she or is she not hot queen herself, Hilary Swank. From 2007,
Ooh.
The Reaping.
Dude, I loved this fucking movie.
I saw
and
this.
Hilary Swank, honestly, that sex scene at her hottest. Like, at her hottest. Oh my God.
This may be the hottest she's ever been, was in this movie.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like really well put together. Like
she really is. And I've seen like
she,
and the thing is, she does great in every movie that she's in.
Yeah.
And this movie, like, it is what it is. It's a big biblical movie where she's like investigating. Oh, locusts. Oh, the livestock's dead. I'm gonna fuck the devil. Like, and she did. She fucked the devil.
Got a hold of him.
Yeah, she
had him in and around her mouth.
Lipstick grip are the devil. She was in there. But like, critically, did it go well? Probably not. But I fucking love this movie. So I'm gonna say it's definitely rotten, without a doubt. Like, I love this movie with everything that I am, but I'm gonna say that it's rotten. Like 31%.
Hey man, what if I told you were wrong and it was actually like certified fresh at like 93%?
What? Then I tell you, you're fucking insane. Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. It's actually completely rotten at 8.
Okay. 8? Like 8? 8. 8, like 0.8. Okay.
Out of 100 critics, 92 of them were like, this movie is dog shit. But those 8 were like, oh, now hang on a minute.
It's like, hold on.
I enjoyed
it. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
So you're going to gain some on that one, but not very many. It's just 23.
Okay.
Not bad. I mean, you could afford
Who the fuck was Idris Elba in that movie? I don't remember him at
actually
all.
Like, he was the guy that was with her, like through the whole movie.
What?
Yeah, it was
him.
him.
Shit, I don't remember
him being famous.
Period. I don't remember him. Period. At all of that
movie. Heavily part of the plot.
Okay.
And so remember, like, spoiler alerts, and when they visit like the Church of Haven, and it turns out it's like giant fucking cult.
Yes.
The first time they actually arrive, so at the very beginning of the film, there's already a hint that the whole village are cultist based on the sign of the Church of Haven using a O. Oh, instead of using an O in the alphabet, they're actually using a hook symbol.
Okay.
There really wasn't a lot for that one.
Fair. Get that.
So, my friend, you had a great game.
One bad. One of my worst. One of my worst for sure.
This might be one of your best, actually. I'm gonna say 23.
Okay.
And I didn't miss one, did I? Yeah. 23, and then you gained 5.
Yep.
The difference between 48 and 57 is 9, so plus 9. For Thor, you gained 7. Great game, man. You wrapped up with a solid 47.
That's not terrible.
That's a
what did I have to
game.
beat? What did I have to beat?
I don't know what it was that you had to beat, but I
That's a great question. All right.
I can tell you.
Nah, it's fine.
No, listen.
Don't worry about it.
It's right here. Right up here. That was the score he had to beat, and he did, so great job.
Did I?
Yeah, you won by a lot. My last game, I got this shit kicked out of it because it was really hard.
Okay.
And in fact, it was so hard that I tried to make this one hard, and you fucking aced it again. You're really good at this game when you're like
not obliterated drunk. Yeah. That's fair. All right.
Great job, buddy.
Hey, let's wrap it up. Bring it in. Bring it home.
I love you guys.
That's strong.
Need I say more? Listen, if you are a lady and you like what you see here, by all means, DM us at thebloodyandsuttyshow@gmail.com. Leave him alone.
We have an OnlyFans.
It doesn't matter. OnlyFans ain't doing porn no more.
And no, how fucked is that? Can we talk about that for a second?
Right?
Like, hey,
why?
We're gonna completely abandon the forum that made us the most money, period.
They're dicking over the people that took so many dicks for this platform, and then they're gonna literally throw it away because they want to turn it into YouTube,
PayPal.
Instagram.
Yeah, like PayPal.
Like, it's already exists.
PayPal 2.0 is what they want.
Why are they
insane?
doing it? It doesn't make any sense. Like, no matter what they turn this content into, it's already done over 100 times. The only thing that was making them relevant was that it was adult content. And now that they've taken that away, it's no longer relevant. And then the thing is, like, I don't know where, like, I mean, I support my local sex worker. I don't know what they're going to do. I hope all the bitches that, like, got that, like, done, I hope they fuck all their husbands. Like,
it's such a fucking shit asshole. I love it. Anyway.
Speaking of which, head over to shop.bloodytheelf.com. Pick up your Bloody the Elf mugs.
Yep. And then those.
And t-shirts as well. You can get your diarrhea shirt. Alicia. Dude, I was at this dinner with my fucking aunt and my parents and my sister and Bo and my nephew. My aunt's there with her new boyfriend, this guy Barry. And I like Barry a lot. He and I get along, although it's like we're a strange couple, like where we have very different.
You and Barry are a strange couple?
Yes. And
Okay.
well, I mean, like we're like an odd set of amigos, I guess you could say. Like we would not be friends had it not been for my aunt.
Yeah.
But he's respect, like we got to know each other because my aunt was involved. And it turns out he thinks I'm funny, which is really all it took for me to be like, well, you're a great guy. And
so you're absolutely right. I am hilarious.
We're at this dinner and I walk into the restaurant because I'm running late per protocol. And I go in and I sit down and I say hi to everybody. And then I'm talking to Barry and Barry's talking to me and he stops mid-sentence and he's like, hang on. Your shirt does say diarrhea, right? Yes, it does, Barry. Yes, it does. That's a Bloody the Elf original right there. Shop.bloodytheelf.com. Get your
diarrhea shirt.
Diarrhea shirts today.
I love that.
Also, head over to raise.bloodytheelf.com. Pick up a can of my sponsor. Did I tell you about all this? I told you that.
That? Yeah. Sure did. Yes, I heard about your sponsor. You did.
I told you that.
Yeah.
Anyway. I really recommend Galaxy Burst. It's a delicious sour flavor. Head over to raise.bloodyelf.com. Pick up your 12-pack today.
I hate you so much.
Plug all that in there.
Christ.
You got anything for the viewers at home there? Anything?
Nothing. I have literally nothing. Be
I feel
good.
like if you
be
made
good
it
to
this far,
be good to yourselves. Be good to your family. That's it.
tell someone you love them.
Yeah. Tell everybody in your life that you love them deeply.
Everyone you know right now, including your work acquaintances. You're gonna have to gather some phone numbers because we don't do this by email.
Break all the HR rules. Tell everybody you love them.
Tell HR
everybody
that you love them.
Yeah, tell HR you'd fuck them in the ass.
Oh God. Ask your
do
HR
butt
representative.
Stuff. Yeah, tell your HR representative you do butt stuff.
I love you and I eat ass.
Tell your HR representative I love the taste of nickel in my mouth. I love that you giggled like you knew what I was talking about.
That's what butt tastes like. Anyway, have a wonderful night.
Does.
Have a great day. Have a great
Bye.
afternoon whenever you're watching this. We will see you again next time.
We will.
Let me show you a way to celebrate your life. I will be gentle with you.